All right, we're going to work on one point. It's exciting. Our model is the Uffizi in Florence, world-famous museum that's got these wonderful colonnades down each side. And so from the top, it looks kind of like a U. And we're going to locate ourselves right in the middle, just as they did in the photograph, looking straight down to that back wing, which means that our line of sight is parallel to the major planes of this building, and that makes it a 1 point. We also have a perpendicular alignment with that back wall, and that's where we're going to start drawing and go from there. It'll look something like this eventually. So let's begin. We orient our paper horizontally and draw a line across the bottom about 1/4 of the way up, vanishing point right in the middle. We're going to make the lines on each side for the edge of the building, and make sure that the bottom is close to the eye level, top is higher, and then connect. Then work on that back wall. You decide how big it is, but don't make it too big. And then darken. And then find the middle. We have 4 arches back there. Let's focus on what it means to make an arch before we go any further, though. So an arch has 2 sides and an arc that connects those 2 sides. So we mark the top, so there's a midpoint there where the arc crests, and then there are 2 marks, one on each side, where the arc starts and stops. If you have arches that are identical, they have to have identical starting and stopping points. So we just draw a line across, and that shows us where to start and stop, and do it the same way as the first one.
So this is where we're headed. We want to make 4 identical arches in a row, and I'm going to show you how to do this.
It's a little more complicated. So after we've found the divided for 4, we have these lines, but they're not edges. So what we have to do is we have to make little tick marks, or we have to mark where the real edges are. So we start on the left, come out from that side, and then on each side of these dividing lines, we make equidistant marks, and those will be the columns for the arches. And then we can drop verticals through those points. And we're getting closer to having a really great rendering of these 4 identical arches. We want to find the top now with a line across, a horizontal line across the top, and a line that shows where they start and stop. We find the middle, and then we darken, because that's set, pretty much set now. And when those are darkened, we can then draw by hand the symmetrical arc, which forms the top of the arch. It just takes a little practice. And then we'll darken the rest in, and it looks pretty good. This is what we're going to do on our drawing. Same process, finding the middle and darkening, and then we're going to draw those arcs in. So now, after this, we'll start on the right wall in the next video.